Hi everyone, I'm Rob Waterworth from the Mullion Group. We're a small software as a service company based here in Canberra, and our aim is to take our product, which is Flint Pro, and make it the most foremost environmental data analytics platform for the land sector, and provide that data into governments, companies and environmental organisations. So I haven't got any slides. I just want to talk to everyone about this. We're an international company, it's great to say that, of 10 people. We're spread across Australia, Canada and Mexico, but we also have consultants working in Ecuador, our investors are from the US, we have collaborators in the EU and developers in China. So we're spread everywhere. We also have clients on every single continent, barring Antarctica, and so that means that where we work isn't actually the 24/7 world. This isn't a classic piece of one-upmanship I've put here, although it looks like it. We actually work in a 36 and sometimes 48-hour world because we're constantly working around the clock and trying to make sure that we're hitting our deadlines and meeting all of our clients in their different time zones. So I want to raise three sort of lessons that we've had from this process. And you've heard some of them already come out of this really interesting group of people. The first thing, of course, is that the 24/7 world has actually provided us with this opportunity. So we exist because there's greater demand for data, people want data faster, they want information faster, they want it better. Traditionally, environmental data hasn't been seen that way. It's slow, it's in annual reports, it's put out in an environmental impact study, or it's fast and temporary. Quickly produce a map to show that there's no water currently sitting in the Murray-Darling Basin, a bit too lakes or the fish are dead. The thing there is that what we need to do is actually move away from that. And companies and governments in particular are looking for that, moving to something that's always available. It's robust, it's reliable, it's much more like an accounting system you can log into and build, and that's what we're trying to do. So firstly, it provides the opportunity. The second thing is an experience of actually trying to do this. And one of the key things that we've learned is using the right tools. And there's a huge swathe of them coming out now. But the key part of it is that you have to be willing to change. You can't, so when we start looking, for example, at our collaboration, it's Google, not Microsoft. It's TransferWise, not banks. It's WhatsApp and Signal and Zoom, it's not Skype. We need things that are reliable, fast, instant, and most importantly, are looking at a personal nature. You're contacting into people. So the advantage of this, if you get the tools right and you spread it across the world, you get 24 hours of work done every single day. And that doesn't mean you're doing it, you're spreading it neatly. But if you get it wrong, you go the other way around. You actually go backwards. The final thing I wanted to point out, and it's been raised here a bit, is about how you accept the work-life balance, because clearly it gets blurred, especially when you're in a really small team. So I think the interesting part of the 24/7 world is that all of this is happening as family dynamics are changing as well. So we're seeing a lot of change in the way that parenting and people are working, so both partners working, for example, through the workforce. This is actually a really good change for the better. Many people are saying, and we've heard it a lot of the time, 24/7 world is unaccepting of this, that we're always on, that the people that can't expect you to, always expect you to be professional when you're doing this work. But I think that's changing, and as a company, that's something we're also trying to drive. And I've got two really interesting examples of that that I'd like to throw out at the end here. Firstly, when we're doing video conferences, I'm often doing video conferences late at night or early in the morning. It used to be unacceptable in people's eyes on that thing for kids to come and interrupt. These days, my kids run in, people on the video find that nice. They enjoy it, it's disarming, it shows a human side. It's a really nice thing, and I can see that happening more and more and more. Obviously, you're not going to do it if you're having a key investment discussion, but on day-to-day interactions, that is seen as actually acceptable at 7 o'clock at night if you're putting your time out. The second thing we've also seen is when people send a message quickly and say, can we have a call urgently? Or can we have a call? If we go back and say, if it's urgent, I'm happy to have a call, but right now I'm playing with the kids, quite often we'll find out that they say, that's fine, we'll call you Monday. They're very accepting of that, and recently we've had a couple of great emails from some clients saying, we're really impressed that you did that. So it's not actually driving you to stop it, it's you driving it. The clients can actually accept that unless it's really urgent. So I'd like to leave you with those three thoughts. Firstly, there's piles of opportunities here. The environmental data wave is well down many of the options you've seen here. Use the tools properly and you can balance it.